What would you do if the person who left you for an ex suddenly became ecstatic about your unexpected pregnancy, only for their partner to treat you like a surrogate? In today's story, the protagonist's choice is a masterclass in how to handle it. Clara, a 29-year-old woman, had a whirlwind 3-month romance with Leo, a 30-year-old man, before he abruptly ended things to reconcile with his ex-girlfriend, Sophia, also 30. Shortly after our breakup, I discovered I was 24 weeks pregnant. When I shared the news with Leo, he was overjoyed. It turned out Sophia had significant fertility issues and was unlikely to conceive naturally, while Leo had always dreamed of being a father. Getting back together was never an option for either of us, so he remained with Sophia. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, Leo was only permitted at the initial appointment where we received the astonishing news. I was expecting twins. Leo later told me that when he informed Sophia, she had a complete meltdown about her infertility and expressed a desire to speak with me. We met at their house, and Sophia, without missing a beat, declared her intention to be involved in my pregnancy because she would eventually become the children's stepmother. Her demands escalated quickly. She insisted on a home birth, that I formula feed so they could have the babies half the week, that she wanted one boy and one girl, and even suggested the children call her mama since they'd be calling me mommy. I immediately shut her down, stating I would make the best choices for my children and my body, and promptly left. Sophia's overbearing behavior didn't stop there. She incessantly texted me daily, scrutinizing my eating habits, exercise routines, and complaining about her job not allowing her maternity leave. The situation reached a new level of absurdity during the virtual genetics counseling appointment. Instead of Leo, Sophia attended and completely hijacked the meeting, attempting to discuss her irrelevant family history. This reveals Sophia's greatest fatal flaw, her self-centeredness, which ultimately sealed her fate. When it was time for my 20-week level 2 scan, I was allowed one guest. Leo actually suggested I bring Sophia instead of him, a suggestion I flat out refused. Leo did end up coming, and he found out the baby's genders because I wanted to keep it a surprise for myself for a gender reveal party. I posted a pregnancy announcement on my social media, only to see Sophia put up her own announcement shortly after, proclaiming they were expecting twins the non-traditional way and how blessed she was. I was beyond irritated, but I bit my tongue. Then, she threw a gender reveal party and posted it all over social media. I wasn't even invited. To top it all off, she also announced she was having a baby shower. That was the breaking point. I commented on her posts, telling her to stop treating me like a surrogate, that the kids weren't hers, and that Leo had no claim or custody until they were born. I then called Leo and reiterated everything, stating that I would not be seeing either of them until we went to family court and that my mother would be my birthing partner. Leo and Sophia, along with some of her friends and family, started calling me an asshole. Sophia's mother even had the audacity to call and insist I give her one of my babies, as if this were some real-life parent trap scenario. As the top comment from Aunt Lenny wisely stated, Kim isn't expecting squat. This whole situation was escalating rapidly, and I knew I needed professional help. I was definitely getting a lawyer ASAP. Everyone's warnings had scared me, but I was grateful for the push. An unsettling thought then crossed my mind. What if this whole pregnancy was planned on Leo's part? We had used condoms because hormonal birth control didn't agree with me, and I was waiting to get a non-hormonal IUD due to other medical issues. The Thursday I posted my story, I went to the police, but they informed me there was nothing they could do as no crime had been committed. Fortunately, in my state, orders of protection can be criminal or family-related, so I was able to get one against Leo. On Friday, I secured a lawyer. They confirmed that in my state, I couldn't pursue custody before the babies were born. This prompted a critical decision. I would be leaving the state soon to ensure this wasn't my baby's home state, preventing any potential charges against me. However, someone sent my social media post to Sophia, and she came to my workplace, vandalized my car, and shattered several office windows. Since I work with children, she was arrested not just for criminal damage and trespassing, but also for child endangerment, which I hoped would work in my favor. Interestingly, if Leo had planned this, I don't believe Sophia was aware, as she was screaming at me about how I had stolen her life and that everything I had was supposed to be hers. Ultimately, I obtained orders of protection against both Sophia and Leo. Despite the orders, I left the state anyway. True to form, Leo and Sophia resumed harassing me because there was no legal jurisdiction once I crossed state lines. However, I had amassed enough evidence to press charges in my current state as well, and I am now pursuing a restraining order here. The moral of this story is that setting firm boundaries and taking decisive legal action are crucial when faced with overwhelming and inappropriate behavior. What would you have done in this difficult situation?